Guys tune into my channel again, or for the first time. I'll be talking about some of the best record players you can buy on Amazon in this video. But be warned, a good record player will cost a heavy sum of coin. This is just my personal opinion, and the links to all these record players are in the description, along with the timestamps. If you disagree with the list, let me know in the comments. Project introduced its first debut record player at the end of the last century, and it's been refined, upgraded, and become increasingly expensive ever since. This Carbon Evo is the most refined and upgraded so far. It's also the most expensive. In terms of specs though, Project goes a long way towards justifying its price. The carbon fiber tone arm is supplied with a very capable Ortofon cartridge. A new motor design, some damped and adjustable feet, and automatic speed change contribute no end to improved performance and improved ergonomics. You also get 9 finish options, with satin also included. The Project debut Carbon Evo is on sale now and priced at $4.99. At this price, the Project goes up against some very capable and very well regarded alternatives that I will talk about later on in this video, because my goal is to satisfy all budget options. And if we're being honest, a record player is really just a rectangle with a circle on it, and if you're feeling adventurous, a plastic dust cover on the top. And that's how it is with the Project debut Carbon Evo. At a glance, it looks just like every other record player, but like pretty much every other record player, a lot of your money goes on the stuff you can't see, like the bearing, the motor, the damping, and all other necessities. A new motor design with some hefty decoupling incorporated. Its steel platter is now heavier thanks to the thermoplastic ring on the inside edge. The one-piece tone arm is made completely of carbon fiber and comes fitted with a very capable Ortofon 2M red cartridge, and of course, the 9 finishes. The debut Carbon Evo is a luxuriously full-bodied listen, but that's not to say it's in any way languid. It has plenty of warmth and the richness that's so often held up as unarguable vinyl virtue. It's easy to listen to, but it's not uninvolving. Audio-Technica established its vinyl credentials many years ago, and the AT-LP120XBT USB is the company's latest attempt to bring a bit of 21st century modernity and convenience to the venerable format. At first glance, the AT-LP120XBT USB looks the part, more so than the Project debut Carbon Evo in my opinion. This Audio-Technica turntable has an integrated, switchable phono stage, a USB output, and a wireless aptX Bluetooth connectivity, all of which makes it a fair bit more adaptable than your average record player. It's very nearly a plug-and-play arrangement. All you need to do when it comes out of the box is put the aluminum platter on, fix the cartridge to the tone arm, and the hinges to the dust cover, and you're good to go. The Audio-Technica AT-LP120XBT USB is on sale now, priced at just $2.99. And I'm not going to say that entire name anymore, so I'll call it the LP120 for short. It's quite clear that the design for the LP120 is based off of the more retro and classic record players everyone knows and loves. At this sort of money, of course, you can expect a bomb-proof build, but at 8 kilograms or 17.6 pounds, the 120 is hardly a featherweight. It's mostly made of plastic, but it's robust where it counts. The heftily damped, rubberized feet offer both isolation from external vibration and a degree of self-leveling, and the platter is of die-cast aluminum. Startup is instant, and all the manual controls, like start-stop, the speed selection, are well dampened and sturdy. The 120 plays at 33.3 or 45 RPM, or if you press both speed selector buttons at the same time, 78 RPM too, which is conveniently the exact same as the debut Carbon. According to Audio-Technica themselves, it sounds best when hardwired into a system using its stereo RCA outputs. The low frequencies are warm and heavy in the celebrated vinyl matter, but pretty well controlled at the same time. Bass sounds start and stop with reasonable accuracy, rather than slurring into uniformity. The mid-range of this record player isn't the most spectacular, but the vocals are truly delivered wonderfully. In 1976, 3 years after Rega's creation, the Planar 2 launched as one of the brand's very first turntables. Now, over a decade after the previous flagship turntable, the Planar 2 came back from the dead. The Planar 2 has been on quite a journey then, so much that the only things existing from the original being the drive belt and the plastic moldings for the dust cover lid hinges. It's a smartly understated design, and solid build quality is a sign of Rega's long-established success at this price bracket. Less immediately obvious changes include the new 24-volt low-noise motor, newly designed central bearing, an upgraded platter with a new floating glass with opti-white design. Rega has also designed new feet to make the deck more stable. Even the packaging has been changed. Most importantly, the Planner 2 is fitted with Rega's new RB220 tone arm, which features new ultra-low friction ball bearings, a stiffer bearing housing, and an automatic bias setting, making it virtually plug and play. But beginners beware. The Planner 2 does not have built-in phono stage, so it needs to hook up to a stereo amp that has one. This bad boy is on sale on Amazon for $700, which might seem like a lot, but really, it's one of the best record players on this list. And that's not even including the looks, cause whew, look at that thing. Both the white and the black colorways come with the floating glass opti-white design. And on top of that, this only weighs 12.13 pounds, making it incredibly lightweight. The Rega delivers the bass line with punch, its low end earning its wings for handling the depth and texture of the guttural bass guitar. The Rega is big sounding enough for the lush electronic soundscape laced with synth chords to sound bold and atmospheric too. It gets into a Saturday night feeling with the album's pop melodies, and up-tempo drums are energetic and punctual in the mix. It's a proper step up in performance from the Rega Planner 1 too. The Planner 2 is a high-performing deck at a very competitive price. For many music lovers, the prospect of shelling out for various bits of highly involved and potentially incompatible kit can turn the happy notion of Sundays spent chilling into a headache. Cartridge, phono stage, alignment gauge, tracking weight scales, long nose pliers, a set of Allen keys, it's a daunting technological assault course. And yet, having done little more than plug Sony's PSLX 310BT turntable into the wall socket, and you're listening to your favorite Billboard hits. The whole setup process takes just about 5 minutes. For a while now, decks housing both a phono stage and Bluetooth have been offering fuss-free, space-saving wireless setup. Some even come in at under $200, like this one, on sale right now for $178. The PSLX 310BT is a no-nonsense design. It feels lightweight, considering all the extras going on under the black plastic casework, and the build is perfectly acceptable for the price. And you can totally forget scouring YouTube tutorials to work out how to calibrate the tone arm. There is nothing to preset here. It's the most user-friendly record player on this list, the lowest budget and the best for beginners. And when it comes to setup, apart from setting the belt drive to the platter, there's nothing to do. No need to fit and align the cartridge, setting the tracking force, set the correct anti-skate, or use a test LP to fine-tune before you get to play music. You can pair the PSLX 310BT with up to 8 Bluetooth devices. In some tests, the connection was strong enough to walk into another room, close the door, and even wander outside, which is at least 15 meters or 49 feet. It only comes with 33.3 and 45 RPM rotation speeds. It includes all the stuff you'd want in a useful record player, minus the USB port. The sound on this record player is of course nothing to be admired for thousands of years, but it can be improved with a good set of Bluetooth speakers or headphones, which I have videos on both of them. What Sony lacks in terms of top quality sound, it makes up for being fun, ridiculously user-friendly, and resoundingly listenable. If you guys have enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, then click the like button and subscribe to see more lists and content just like this. It lets me know that you guys like seeing these types of videos, and I will keep doing them for you. The final record player on this list is another very beginner-friendly player. If you're just starting out, the Denon DP300F is an excellent choice because it's fully automatic, meaning you can simply press a button to stop and start the playback rather than physically move the arm. It will also raise the arm once a track is finished, preventing premature needle wear. While audiophiles won't be impressed with the $330 Denon DP300F, beginners who aren't looking for the best sound quality will likely find it sound just fine, especially for those who don't have high quality speakers or headphones in the first place. It does not come with USB or Bluetooth connectivity, but instead you can connect it via phono to an amp. The DP300F is an all-black turntable that looks borderline generic, yet manages to be beautiful at the same time. It's coated in this very pretty dark gray, near black metallic finish, which makes it seem like a true record player. The turntable is belt-driven, which means its aluminum platter is well damped from motor vibrations. The base of the turntable is relatively well damped, but it does pick up more footsteps and vibrations than some others on the list. The plastic tone arm is a straight design and features a replaceable head shell, making cartridge swapping simple. Denon even includes an extra set of headshell leads in the box. Thankfully, the Denon DP300F doesn't require a manual belt change in order to switch from 33.3 to 45 RPM. Instead, there's a button next to the tone arm that you can press to switch between the speeds. The Denon DP300F comes with Denon's own DSN85 cartridge and stylus, both of which are on the low end of the sound spectrum. As a result, the turntable produces average sound quality. The highs lack extension, and bass doesn't have the same visceral impact of more expensive cartridges. Cymbals sound splashy and the soundstage is a bit confined, but where the 300F shines is in its easy setup and playback controls. To get it started, simply place your record on the platter and press start, and marvel at the tone arm move itself into position, kinda like in some movies. The tone arm will auto-return at the end of a track like previously mentioned. If you guys have learned some stuff or found this video useful in any way, then you'll surely like my other ones. Researching this video was actually quite fun since I have little to no knowledge of records. I'll see you guys later and have a wonderful day.